The 99 is something every Muslim knows. If you look at your palms of your hands, that's an 8 in Arabic and that's a 1. And the inverse here is 18. Add together it's 99. It's, so it's something that's part of the culture and hopefully makes them proud.
The 99 it's cool because it's an action comic and it's better than Spider-Man, X-Men, Hulk.
You might like the 99 because maybe from the action and you can learn God's names.
The Rahman is from Allah. Like when you say the Quran, it says Bismillah Rahman, and there is Rahman, and there's a guy named Rahman in the 99.
In Islam, one of the beliefs is that you don't leave a man and a woman alone together because the third person is the devil or temptation. And so I had the 99 work in teams of 3 because that way 2 boys and a girl, 2 girls and a boy, and 3 is a popular number according to Carl Jung, so it works out. Meanwhile, there's an elaborate essay written in Arabic online from a scholar talking about how I'm promoting the Trinity and Catholicism in the Middle East by using the number 3. So you can't win.
There are 2 attention grabbers here. The 99 tells you that this is an Eastern text, and then you open it, and this is a Western text. This is a comic book. And comic books are not Eastern, they're Western. What would a comic book entitled 99 tell you? Like, what would be your first reaction to the 99 thing?
I think it's a message that you can adapt their ideology, their ways of writing and whatever, and make it in our context and make it work for us. So we don't have to just shut ourselves from the world, but we can work with the ideology of the world in order to make ourselves better and take what is good for us and leave what's not. That's why I think he's taken the idea of the heroes, to take what is good and leave what's bad.
We're creating fuss about everything. Even about Coca-Cola, we created a fuss, and it's still here. Every new thing that comes in, we're creating fuss about it. We should be open to new things. We can't just live in our crystal ball, in our Middle Eastern society without even knowing what's going on out there. So
Amani's argument, how we look at everything from Pokemon to Coca-Cola products to Lurpak as the enemy, the evil enemy that has to be banished from our midst. It means we are creating them as others to preserve our self-identity. For me to be holy, complete, means I have to reject anything that comes from the outside.
And I think anger rules everything.
Exactly.
You'd see a person saying, no, what, this is wrong, no, put a line, no, ban it, khalas, throw it away. This anger, this battle is not changing to some people, to some countries.
When I first started doing this project, I kept being asked, did you speak to any scholars, any sheikhs? And I'd avoid that question like the plague. And if I get pushed, I say, well, I'm taking Emo Phillips' advice. It's Emo Phillips, Sheikh Phillips, we haven't heard of him. I said, well, he's not a sheikh, he's a comedian. What do you mean? So Emo Phillips used to say that every night to the age of 10, he used to pray to God for a bicycle. And at 10, he realized that God didn't work that way. So he stole the bicycle and started praying for forgiveness. And that's kind of what I did, because I knew that if I went to somebody and said, this is what I want to do with the 99, they're going to tell me the 100 reasons why I shouldn't do it. But knowing myself, I knew I'd do it anyway. And I didn't want to be in that situation where I went against somebody's word. And I've actually been offered to meet with religious scholars, and I've made excuses because I didn't want to be in that position. Because the problem with that is once one religious scholar endorses you, what's going to happen? This other one who doesn't like him is going to unendorse you, and you're going to have. So why buy into that?
In 99, there are some idea clash with the Holy Quran terms and with the tradition of Prophet Muhammad. Okay, in this one, for example, Prophet Muhammad says you have to believe in God who can help you. In this comic, I have to believe in individuals who can help me. This is a very strong contradiction. Dr. Naif al-Mutawa, he knows if this comic book going to harm the values of children, many people will stand against it. He knows that. We are going to stop it.
I actually had an interesting conversation with a guy who, at a mall during a press conference, said this is un-Islamic, whatever. And I said, look around you in the mall. This is how people are dressing. And he said, but that's not Islamic. I said, what I want to say is, when you're God, you can make that decision. But the idea being is that this is how people. There are many ways in which people can express their Islamic identity. That's a way, and that's very important to me. I mean, I grew up. I mean, my sister wears the hijab. My mom doesn't. There and both are very Muslim in how they live their lives. So I don't think that, I don't think that. I fundamentally believe that there are some things that are individual choice, and I wanted to show a cross section. So the idea here is not let me elevate one group of people over the other, or express my views by saying and have none of them wear the hijab. No, I mean I respect any way that you want to live your life, but I believe that these things are between a person and God, and no one should be able to judge.